Yes, in the year 2026, you're watching someone play a demo. It's unfortunate for you that you waste your time doing this, but I want to play this because Requiem has a puzzle that people are going crazy over, and I think the origin, partially anyways, of how that puzzle is even thought about in the first place, we gotta go back all the way in time to this Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 had a demo called Beginning Hour, and it was only available on PS4 for the longest time, but then they branched it over to Xbox and PC when they released the last update, which was called Midnight, and they released it a couple weeks after that, I think, if I'm not mistaken. They also had like the PS4 Pro update, which allowed the game to be played at a higher resolution, and it's part of the origins for RE9's demo as well. So I feel like playing it. And then I feel like playing the original Resident Evil 7 again, because why not? I cannot display my camera because I think it's because of the VR support, funnily enough. I think the VR capability makes it so that my camera does not display at all, which is very, very funny. But we will check it out yet again on PS5. So yes, in the year 2026, people played things that came out like 10 years ago. Almost, anyways. This was 9 years, I believe. So, yeah, you can see where the RE engine started, which was this game in RE7. It was originally a demo in VR that people could play at events, and they called it the Kitchen demo. It was a really cool VR experience, and it was very horror based, and everybody was terrified. And Capcom is developing this new horror VR game. New horror, by the way, is how they originally advertised it back in the day. Totally fooling everybody when they announced a while later, I think at E3 that year or whatever, that it was actually the next Resident Evil game, and it would be called Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. It was a return to the roots of Resident Evil after RE6, supposedly, according to this wonderful online narrative, killed the franchise while somehow selling like 6 million copies in the process. But it really destroyed the franchise, you know. This revived everything, blah blah blah. What I will say about Resident Evil 7 that is truly unique, however, with the misleading online discourse of this game, it actually did kickstart speedrunning and challenge run communities, even more so. They always existed with Resident Evil, but it was fairly niche and small. Until Resident Evil 7 came around. Resident Evil 7 actually bolstered a lot of that interest quite a bit. And now people love watching speedruns for Resident Evil. I mean, the RE9 speedrun, even though it's really not all that great in general, people like watching it. And a lot of people like enjoying it. So it exists, partially because of this game's release. But before the release of Resident Evil 7, they released the Beginning Hour demo. This is where it all began. This demo constructed a absolutely asinine puzzle to figure out. And then when they originally released it, they released it unfinished. And they patched it on PS4 because it was only available on PS4 for the longest time. They patched it on PS4 a couple times until the Midnight update released. And they made an article about that on December 3rd of 2016, which It would come out on PS4, have PS4 Pro support, and release on Xbox One and PC with that update as well. So those platforms would get the actual full complete demo. But before midnight, it was the community coming together, trying to figure out this puzzle, and it was actually just straight up incomplete for the longest time. And then the midnight update, they figured it out. I do have my video here of the solution, because I probably won't figure it out outright again by myself. But I do have the final solution. So what are we going to do? We are going to simply enjoy the game and go to where it all began for the modern Resident Evil games on the RE engine and the craze behind a really vague puzzle to solve. Much like the Requiem final puzzle that was data mined. Good luck data mining this, however, because Capcom did the smart thing, which was release a demo of RE7 and put a really ambiguous puzzle in the demo that was only available on the PS4. No PC, no Xbox, no nothing, so impossible to data mine. So the community had to figure this one out. Outright. No data mining here. So this is the original RE engine release. The Reach to the Moon engine was debuted with this demo in RE7 on the PS4. So this is a really cool piece of lore here, I guess. And you can see it says Midnight version right in the center. You can purchase Resident Evil 7 here. And there's all the Resident Evil, all the PS4 settings here. Boom, boom. And it also has VR mode for the first time because RE7 was VR compatible right off the rip. I wonder what happens if I do this. I don't have a VR machine. It just says connect PlayStation VR. Virtual surround sound. Boy, does that sound really bad compared to what it sounds now on the PS5 ports for Village and RE7. It says virtual surround for headphones. I can already tell it sounds absolutely awful. This is all it showed in the menu. A blank screen with a text of the logo. Funnily enough, that is just the logo of Resident Evil 7. Truly. Just a nice little Arial font. Back to basics was the advertisement behind RE7. Simplicity is key. Kitchen.
Ow! Keep still. Damn it.
Get out of the house. So if you play this on PS5, you get the PS4 Pro support, so it looks a lot better than if you play it on Xbox. Unfortunately, I never got that support because the Xbox One X was not a thing. I shall dash them against the stones. Can't do anything with the handle. You don't have a videotape. You cannot play the piano. For the longest time, you also were not playing as Ethan in this demo. Although it sounds like Ethan now in the Midnight Update. A fuse is missing. Well, I forgot how good this actually looks on the PS5 now. Oh, we're flush toilets, I see. There's no water in a tank. Looks like you could fit something into it. Watering the bike. These photos were reused for the next like 10 years. Blank notebook. Old notebook with nothing written inside. There's the inventory. That was debuted all with this demo. A bunch of scribbles. Locked. So the first time you go through all this, it's essentially just introducing yourself to everything. You can't actually solve the puzzle. First try. Although that would be kind of insane. Games something. Game something. Tomato paste, hell yeah. Oh boy. RE engine assets. Dummy finger. You can combine. Made of celluloid. Nothing to see here. A nice little trip in the kitchen. Appetizing. Spaghetti. And Kiji Musu. Probably pronouncing that wrong. A tower of cans. There's a small keyhole. There are tower of cans. Nice little crow in a microwave. Country living out in Louisiana. Chain shut. Same picture again. Oh, this looks fantastic. Bolt cutters. You can get out if you had a key. The legacy of the bolt cutters have begun. And random stuff falling from the sky. Same old pictures. Can't go to the stairs. Move boxes around. There's nothing here. Maybe there is. Sorry, mannequin. Derelict house footage, June 1st. This is the first step that you take in the demo. You have no choice but to go through this first. And let the videotapes begin. And the base PS4, it took like a minute to load. Dolby Haunted House Rehearsal, June 1st. Clancy Javis of Vance House.
Boo. Where did you find this guy?
Give me a break, Pete.
Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR. This new guy? I'm not feeling it.
Right in front of me.
Just don't be surprised if we have to make a change.
Right in front of me.
We do a walkthrough of the inside first, then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to say the show's name this time, okay?
No problem. Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shithole. Happy?
Ecstatic.
Are we rolling? All right, let's go.
Clearly haven't changed anything.
Get out of the way.
It's loud.
After you.
So, why are we in hell this time?
Do you ever prep?
What's the prep? Shitty house, spooky sounds?
Ooh, is it haunted? Technically not haunted.
I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchored.
What's that?
Nothing.
What's the story, Andre?
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected. The usual.
How long did you say this place has been abandoned?
3 years.
Clancy, get a shot of this. Let's make a great cutaway. So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
Ah, shit! No, I shouldn't have worn my good shoes. Oh, shit. Glad I had my shot. Although, this would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think? Andre? Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see where Andre went? Where is he? Unfucking believable. This is the last time I work with that guy. I mean, producers, they come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
I'm really good at my job.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Andre? Where the fuck is he? Andre, where are you, man? the hell? You gotta be fucking kidding me. All right, new deal. We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show.
We actually found the haunted house in the show. You know what it actually reminds me of? It reminds me of Ghost. I think it was called Ghost Hunters or something. A long time ago. And I remember watching an episode of them actually finding a house that was, at least with how they were setting it up, truly
Need a nice hero shot of me coming down the ladder.
possessed or whatever.
So,
And the first reaction was like, "Fuck this show, we're leaving." It reminds me of this.
what do you see? What is it?
A ladder. I see a ladder. Garbage. Totally nothing else down here. You can't see that yet. Well, now I can. I shall dash you against the stones. So just find the handle. Back when you can actually open a door smoothly in the RE engine. Truly incredible stuff. Backdoor key. Just a regular key. A little spotty. Can't go down there. There he is. Clearly it's for this back door, right? One handgun ammo. Oh yeah, surely for that one. Not for the other back door. We can escape and get out immediately. Uh-oh. Looking good here. Man, this demo looks really nice on the PS5. I was playing this on Xbox a while ago, and it's so blurry because it doesn't have the upgrade. Because this is the PS4 Pro upgrade. And now we leave. It's that easy.
Welcome to the family, son.
Still. We gotta get the hell out of here. Come on.
You go from daylight to that. Welcome to the family. The ambassador program. That thing's still available. Literally encouraging people to spam tweets for points. So that's the first playthrough. So you have no choice but to do it that way for the first time. But the second time, you know just a little bit more.
Your hand. Go with that. Ow! Keep still. Damn it.
Get out of the house. Again. Now you can actually interact with this. And what do we have here? Fuse. There we go, for the stairs. No key. Stairs. Same note. There you go. Let's see what else we got cooking. Yes, indeed, the stairs. And they're watching you. Nice phone. Helicopter? Are they watching us from that helicopter? Familiar logo. Freedom! The first yellow box in the RE engine. Basement key. All boarded up. Five guests murdered, but where is unknown. Nothing to point to their final gravestones. It is locked. Locked seems to lead outside. Basement key. Basement we go. Nothing should change around here. So there was ammo in here. One entire bullet. Still can't do anything there. Got a blank notebook here still. Noise. Yeah, this is clearly fine. Everybody's favorite staircase. A valve handle. It's the molded attic window key. Resist! Uh-oh. I am dead. Where's my gun? And then you just keep doing this over and over again. But this time you can skip. Okay, one thing I actually want to hear is the virtual surround sound. Back in the day, 3D audio is a little questionable. I have some pretty decent headphones, so I want to hear what it sounds like. It says virtual surround for headphones. I wonder if surround sound would be better for that though. Because in Village you'd actually do surround sound to open it up more. Sounds so terrible. Sounds filtery. It sounds like a filter. Like 3D audio has always been a filter, but it truly sounds like that here. They cleaned it up over the years. Fuse. So we can go get that key again. I actually don't know what to do in the basement. There ain't nothing here. Anybody on the phone? Of course not. That would be too easy. We need a knife. Ooh, another handgun bullet. 2 handgun bullets now. This is when you kind of just do trial and error now for everything in the demo. I think it's actually safe to pick this stuff up. Still a small keyhole there. Ready for this? Grrr. For what I remember, I think this actually closes off everything when you do the tape again.
Boo. Where did you find this guy?
Give me a break, Pete.
Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR. New guy? I'm not feeling it. Again? Just don't be surprised if we have to make a change. New plan. Do a walkthrough of the inside first, then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to say the show's name this time, okay?
No problem. Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shithole. Happy?
Ecstatic.
Ecstatic. Man, you can really explore a lot of this. Oh, there's a thing here, I guess not. Where's the thing? Unless I'm misremembering. Oh, it was like right here. Are they like in the house or no? No. They like freeze, I guess. Where's my lockpick? How do you get it, I wonder?
Are we rolling?
I don't think that's how you do it. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I think I have to do... Like I can't do anything anymore, right? Is that how it works? Let's see here. There's a door closed somewhere. Bump, bump, bump. Oh, there it is. Nothing to point. Point. What a nose. Dummy hand with only the index finger attached. Seems to have also part of a thumb. Yeah. Point. I think when the video plays, you have to like carry out the video part now. Let's see. I think if the key shows up on the thing here, I think you have to redo it again. Pretty sure it's how it works. Unless you... Well, no. Nope. It's allowing me to keep doing it, I guess. Because I did get the basement key. I know you need the tape for something. I thought it was for the lockpick, to open up the lock in the kitchen area. This demo is just so fascinating to me. I just love this demo. This is why I always clamor for demos for Resident Evil games. And I was genuinely disappointed about Requiem not having anything, even though it's just a gameplay sequence. It's still cool. Noise. Can I even do anything? I actually don't know. I do have a solution with my video. Like, I made a solution video a long time ago with it. What is the video show? So you put in the fuse, get the notebook, get the finger, go up, make the hand, look at the 5 guests murdered, sign, not sure how to get the, this thing. So there's supposed to be text that appears here at some point. I don't know how to get it to proc though. Well, that was slow. Something to do with time. I don't remember how to get it to work. Maybe you need to read into the thing first. How was that? There we go. So you gotta get the notebook first. And then the laugh will initiate. For some reason Capcom likes making puzzles with laughs. Grace will not wake when the clock makes its chime. Her covers are heavy and it's her last bedtime. Grace! It says. Grace, huh? What an interesting name. So now you essentially find all those things. So the clock is ticking here. Cover. Voila. So what the hell could that be? That was a lot of noise. Haha. There was no handprint here before, but now there is. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Now, how do you find the next one? Don't you need the tape for this? This is where you need the tape, I think, now, right? Which we already have. My God, it's crackling. Wasn't that just interesting? A door. Phil's tucked in tight in his cold, stiff bed. He's having sweet dreams of not being dead. So we had to look at a locked door to get to the next one. So cold, stiff bed and sweet dreams of not being dead. Well, there's beds in the basement, funnily enough. Crazy. Wonder how you deal with the enemy, though. See if we can remember this. So we definitely have to go back down in the basement and do the usual stuff. I don't think there's actually a gun in this demo, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, lockpick. Oh, the lockpick is down here. Oh, I guess in the main game, you do the videotape to unlock it. Not the demo. They just give it to you in the demo. Actually, I want to see what it is. I got a lockpick. An axe. Oh. Wow, I actually forgot about this. This is nuts. You get an axe in the demo. So what about a gun? I really don't remember if you get a gun or not. It's a little interesting. I'm ready, Molded. Ready to chop you up. So this is where the actual puzzle solution is for this. The Phil's tucked in tight in his cold, stiff bed, having sweet dreams of not being dead. This is the correct one, but I don't know if you proc it now. Oh, you can. So that sound was a gunshot. That's the second one completed. A note here. First bit of combat. Damn you. No. Come on down. I literally can't see him. Oh god. You cannot take down the Molded. At least I don't think you can. Yeah, that Molded didn't care at all about the bag. And then the bag ripped apart. Damn. Back here again. maybe we can do it all properly. Well, that's where it starts. This is always where it starts, no matter what. But then now that you know about the notes, now you can do the note part right away as well, of course. I don't think anything ever spawns in there. The good old notes. I don't know, like, I really don't know if there's a gun. I thought there was. Maybe it's in there. Grab finger. So this is where it always starts, no matter what. Because you have to complete the solution in order to complete the demo. Basement key. Where's the other? Oh, there's the other ammo. Hand there. Nothing to point to their final gravestones. And we do that right away, I'm pretty sure. So nothing on the door. I don't know if you can actually get the next message this way. Let's see. Cause you just look at the door for the next message, but no. You have to complete the messages one by one. For some reason you have to look here, and not like the clock. I wonder if you can look at the clock too. There you go. And the next one is in the basement. I wonder how you procced it. Can't just simply be looking at the door, right? Wonder how you do it. I thought I was just looking at the door, but I guess not. That's the thing I love about this demo. Could always forget things, because it's very specific. But I guess it's getting the videotape next, for whatever reason. Not so fast, baby. Try it now. Maybe I have to watch the videotape. There you go. Now it's there yet again. I say to pick up the videotape for that one. I don't know why you have to pick up the videotape exactly. Like tucked in a cold, stiff bed, sweet dreams of not being dead. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let's see if we can defeat the molded monster again. Not so fast. I like cool ambience in this game. I think certain items that you pick up actually negates the puzzle entirely. That you literally can't even complete the puzzle without doing the right choices. I'm pretty sure anyways. I'm not sure. Hey, you got me with the one shot. Damn, you hit me? He's getting me. He's getting me. I need heals. Help me. Oh, great. Now enjoy blood. Or maybe not. A lot going on here. A lot happening here. I want my weapon. Yes. So we still have to complete that journal puzzle, which is down in the basement yet again. I don't remember 100%, but I'm pretty sure the molded D-swans. Hopefully that is the case. We'll find out. There you go. Got a valve handle. And a doll. The valve handle is not a part of the puzzle at all. But it is something that you can do. Got some water in there. And look at that. The M19 handgun. Your first experience with combat. So we got to figure out the next part of this now. We have the attic window key. So back in the day when we were discovering all this, you had to actually discover the next step to take in order to release, you know, the next message and the other laugh. And you actually had to do a lot of trial and error to figure that one out. Now obviously, you can still use the axe to defend yourself. And then the powerful handgun is in bad condition, but it looks usable. So with the axe, you actually had to strike this one particular picture here. Or strike the air next to the picture. Stanley was told to go hide and they'd seek, but they wouldn't let him out no matter how much he shrieked. This one is a little strange. Because this one is just going back up to this other door, I think. The indestructible mannequins. Pretty sure it's just going back up here. Oh. I'm gonna die. You actually get infected. Is it this? This can't be it, is it? Actually, I don't know if it matters. Because I'm like dying or whatever. Like you truly have things like negated by some of the choices you make. So I don't even think it matters anymore. I think when this is in this state, I think you're completely done for. Still did a quick L2, R2. Yeah, I think we have to reset it again. I'm being consumed.
Boy, you are nothing. Just a man without a family.
Infected ending. The terror continues. That's a pretty cool, unique ending there. I don't know. I think you cannot get hit by the molded at all. I think that is the reason why that happened. If you get hit by the molded, I think that's what happens. So I was doomed the whole way through. Alright, do it again. That was a cool thing about the demo. You're just playing around with mechanics, checking out all the things. With the start of the game here, experimenting with a lot of cool stuff. It's such a cool demo. Just to introduce you to the new engine and what the Resident Evil gameplay was going to be like. It was such a cool, like, experimental thing. Let's see if we can do this a little better. And go here. So we know how to start everything. That is for sure. There we go. Let's get the sound quality back. I just wanted to hear what it sounded like. Sounded really funny. So do it here again. And we begin again. Taking better steps. Like I said earlier, the valve handle is not required, and neither is a handgun. But it is a way to get you to check it out for the first time. There it is there. Then you gotta get to the next step. Which I guess is getting the tape. Then go to the door, up the stairs, into the attic. There we go there. So the steps are not as hard to complete, they're really easy. But we cannot get hit by the molded. No damage run, here we go. Get me out of here. So I don't know when the molded despawns, but we'll just go and get the axe and then come back. I want to say the molded might actually despawn the moment I walk up the stairs. Or maybe the whole situation is over. But I don't actually know for sure. Back in my day, the textures would take 10 seconds to load in. It's gonna be really cool to see this with the ray tracing on the PS5 now. Let me switch over after the demo. This is really nice on the PS4 Pro update. It's a lot better looking on here than what it is on like PC or Xbox. Point. And now we go. And we knife, or an axe the picture, or swing the axe in front of the picture, I guess. I thought it had to be landing on it, but I guess you just whiff the air. Stanley was told to go hide and they'd seek, but they wouldn't let him out no matter how much he shrieked. Go hide and they'd seek, but they wouldn't let him out no matter how much he shrieked. I mean, I guess it's this door up here, but I don't know. Is it really the door? Nothing there. Yeah, you gotta be like really close to it or something. I don't know. Maybe it's over here. This way. Is even this door? Surely. Couple bullets here, eh? Maybe it's weird to trigger. I don't know. Maybe it's another door. Maybe there's another step. Another door in somewhere? Surely that is the door. I don't know what other locked door there'd be. Unless it's here. It says hiding. Oh, maybe it's here. And it's the same looking door, but more rusty. Because the one upstairs makes no sense, right? Yeah, I think it's this one. And you got the dolls up here. There's like a hint too, I think. Aha! I was right! It was the wrong door. It was the same door, but more rustic looking over here. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. So now you gotta discover the fourth one now. The fourth one now. What's up, mannequins? A little smeary there. Thought it was up here. I gotta figure out where to get the fourth message. Get this box out of here. Could I get a free hint? No. Of course not. I'm pretty sure that I thought the doll had something to do with it in this demo here. Maybe go back to the doll for a second. I'm pretty sure the doll had something to do with this demo as well. Let's see what we got down the stairs again. So now we gotta find the message. I know the answer to the message. I don't know how to get the message again. What was this doll? How do I point at you? Boom, 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 boom. Amazing. This is very funny. Trying to think of where to find this again. The entrance. Is it you? Pixelated mirror? Haha. Marlene was so proud of her white and blue necklace, it made her feel tall and left her quite breathless. It made her feel tall. White and blue necklace. It's a really funny, annoying message, to be honest. Because you literally just point at the attic here. Is there anything even up here to showcase that? I mean, the white and blue wires. Made her feel tall. I remember the solution, but I don't remember how to get the message. Well, I guess that's what the chair was for. 4. I believe there's one left. I think the 5th one requires the tape. I think we actually have to complete it. I think. I'm not 100% sure. It definitely involves the doll. Maybe it's here. I think we gotta watch the tape. Watch it, or maybe you don't have to watch the tape in its entirety, we just have to initiate it again. Let's try to skip it first. This is what you do need the tape for. Don't think you need to watch the whole tape again. If you play it again, we'll start from the beginning. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. What do you do with it? I'm crouching. Well, definitely something to do with this. Since it spawns in here after watching the tape or whatever. I have an idea. I has an idea. I think the phone has something to do with it. This phone is here for a reason. It's not just here. It is truly here for a reason. Let's see. Oh, look at all those online guides that missed that key note of how to trigger the next message. They never tell you to use the phone. Timmy did not mind the harsh light of 4 suns. Eyes require heads, and he did not have one. It's definitely the most ambiguous one of them all, I would say. Because I actually don't remember what this is for. It says, did not mind the harsh light of 4 suns. Eyes require heads, and he did not have one. So I think it's actually in the kitchen. Do I need you? Pretty sure I don't need this at all. Why not? Well, that was a noise. So the whole idea is the, the 4 sun thing. I mean, you could just see the rays of beams going through the window here. The harsh light of 4 suns. Eyes require heads, and you do not have one. Country stew. But not for you. And that is the last one. Stew. Got some ammo. Whoops. A nice bloody door to open. You're the best ever. Dirty coin. Old commemorative coin has something that looks like mold sticking to it. And there's your extra coin for the base game of RE7. Those light beams are insane. Time to leave. When the authorities searched the house, no videotape or other corroborating evidence of murder was found. The man's description of the events were outlandish but detailed, however. They were discounted after a small amount of LSD was found in his possession. True ending. So that was a demo that had multiple updates and a whole community figuring out a puzzle. With each and every update that came out until the midnight update, when they could finally complete the rest of the puzzle. It was a whole community effort to figure out all those steps and how to do them, how to initiate them, the order in which to do them in, because you have to do it in a very specific order, or else. And obviously can't take the hit from the molded, or else you get the infected ending. No data mining here, fellas. Back in 2017, we did this shit legit. Well, 2016, actually. But 10 years later, it's okay. We just data mine everything now. Dirty coin. You can transfer this item to the main game if you have save data for the demo. I think it's only compatible with the PS4 version, not the PS5. And then you have one more ending, which is just simply escaping from the attic. Just escaping from the attic itself. So this is obviously not Ethan, although it sounds just like Ethan. But it's not Ethan. So I would get the attic ending without completing the puzzle. I'm not sure if we have to initiate all this. Oh yeah, we do actually. Get the notebook. Oh wait, we don't need the notebook, do we? No. No notebook. Go up here, get the basement key. Pump, 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 pump. Says I have a really low bit rate, but yet stream is literally running. So we still can't get hit by the molded here. It's over. Wait, you retry here? No. Actually over, truly. Even in the demo of RE7, you get to experience the molded hitting you from the corner and dealing damage. Because in RE7, there's this thing with the molded enemies where they just like instantly attack you. Off like behind the camera or whatever. Sometimes they deal double damage too. It's a glitch that they ended up fixing in the other Resident Evil games after this one. They never fixed it in the actual game. Oop. Pretty sure we just get this. And we roll back down again. Alright, hopefully you don't hit me again. I've escaped! I have escaped! Let's go. So the attic window key. In gold. So we get the bad ending, you get the infected ending, and then you get a death screen, and I'm pretty sure this is the last ending to get here. Which is pretty sure it's just the same thing again. I wasn't sure if there's any differences. There wasn't. Escaping from the attic is always the same. I'm pretty sure I thought there was a difference. I thought Jack arrived or something, but I guess not. True ending. Because the whole antique coin, you know, with the dirty coin that you unlock, that's a whole separate thing to actually just finishing the demo. You get to see the ending regardless. I keep mixing up the main game, because the main game changes up some things. That is the midnight version of Resident Evil 7 teaser, beginning hour. One of the coolest demos Capcom has ever done. It's a really cool demo. Decided to go back to it because of playing Requiem lately. It was cool to go back and see the beginnings of the RE engine, the Reach to the Moon engine, and the beginnings of all this with the modern Resident Evil games. It all started with this. And so now we go play the base game on PS5 and just go do a playthrough of that.